All right, let's go ahead and catch you up here. Apache's starting lineup looks like this. Trace Thomas is the leadoff hitter. Plays center field. Batting second is third baseman Dalton Davis. The left fielder is Heath Hood. He bats third. The catcher is Mike Schrabb. He'll bat cleanup for the Apaches today. Miguel Vega is in the 5 spot. He plays first base. Designated hitter is Luke Johnson. He bats sixth. The second baseman, Cole Lightfoot, bats seventh. Shortstop Tyler Lindweber bats eighth. And right fielder Alec Williams will bat in the 9th position for the Apaches. Defensively for the Aggies from Murray State. Out in left field is Joey Trevino, Trey Ware in center, Sage Hampton in right field, Ethan Moore at third, Tyler Bishke at short, Chase Keaton at second, Cody Moore at first base, Brady Evans behind the plate on the mound, left-handed freshman Tim O'Connor, transfer from Denison in Ohio. He'll get the nod here as the starting pitcher for the Aggies. Left-hander going to go from the windup. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. One 0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Trace Thomas gets the start in center for the Apaches. Jacob Johnson with a little bit of a hamstring issue, so they're going to play cautious. The Apaches and the Coastal Bend Cougars play those all-important Region 14 Division III ball games next weekend here at Mike Carter Field. We'll have all 4 of those games. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Thomas. Boy takes a rip at a fastball, fouls it straight back. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. O'Connor with an interesting setup position. Almost looks like he wants to start from the stretch, but then he'll take a little bit of a sidestep, lift the leg, and go to work. Another foul ball to the left side. Count remains 1-2. Not sure, a couple of you were saying something about the sound. I'm not sure what the issue was, but I hope we're back. It looks like got some feedback that we're fine. So 1-2, swing and a miss, high fastball, and Trace Thomas is the first strikeout victim of the day for Tim O'Connor, a left-handed freshman from Denison College, transferred. Batting second for the Apaches, third baseman Dalton Davis. Apaches gonna stay with those white ball. They do have the black helmets, and they're going with the white ones today. First pitch in there, strike 1. Well, and that sun comes out very comfortable. Going to have an off and on sunny, cloudy day here in East Texas. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one missed. We're in the bottom of the first inning, still scoreless. The deep breath, the wind, and the pitch. Well, Mr. Umpire is going to have a nice size zone. That'll keep things moving right along. Seen some umpires earlier this season with some tighter zones, and the game tends to drag along. Here's the 1-2. Just misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Has his sign. Likes to take that deep breath. Glove right in front of the chin. Then he goes to work. 2-2. Fouled off to the right side. It's headed over toward the Rose Football Stadium off to our right. Back behind us is the Harvey Convention Center, the Tyler Rose Garden to our left. We're part of the Rose City complex here at Mike Carter Field. Dimensions of the field, 325 down the lines, 361 in the gaps, 370 straight away. Another good hack, fouled off line down the right field line. Foul. And we'll do it again with a 2-2 count. Got a big scoreboard in right center and 18-foot high wall all the way around the ballpark. 2-2 misses, and it's a full count on Dalton Davis. Heath Hood waits on deck for the Apaches. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, pretty good spot right there. Davis just kind of waved at an outside fastball. 2 up, 2 down, and 2 strikeouts. Here is Heath Hood. All right, so I don't know what the issue was, but glad we're coming through loud and clear now. Appreciate the feedback. We have heard from Ms. Thomas a few times. Welcome aboard. Their first pitch misses, just trickles away from Brady Evans for strike 1. Looks like Juan Braves rooting from Waxahachie for number 20 on the Aggies. Off the hands, but leaping catch made at second by Keaton Chase. And it's 3 up and 3 down for the Apaches in their half of the first inning. That's going to go L4 in my book. And we're through 1 inning. We're going to play real baseball today. 9-inning ball game, single 9 today, doubleheader day tomorrow. We're still scoreless as we go to the second inning. Back in just a minute. All right, welcome back to Mike Carter Field. We'll try to keep up with the shout-outs here. I appreciate the feedback about the sound. I did a little bit of a just twisting and turning of some knobs, and evidently we got it back on track. So thank you for the feedback there. It's always helpful to make sure our picture and our sound is coming through loud and clear. I've heard from Ms. Thomas, Ms. Alwenga, and Miss Eli tuning in from work at Wills Point. Cheering all the Apaches as well as Ty. So appreciate that very much. Number 20, I'm just going to try to look that up and see. Juan Hernandez is number 20 from Waxahachie. So got families or friends from Mr. Hernandez rooting for him. Glad you're joining us. Love to hear from all the Apache fans or the Aggie fans. Well, it's 4, 5, and 6 for the Aggies. Cody Moore, the first baseman, steps in for the first time. Haven't had a base runner for either team. Top of the second. First pitch misses, ball 1. Putnam, the wind and the pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. Got his sign. He's going to wind up and he's going to pitch off the plate. 2-1. Putnam's got an interesting. He's got interesting footwork. Kind of straddles that rubber, and then when he comes set, that foot travels all the way to the other side of the rubber. Outside corner. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Every pitcher's got their own little idiosyncrasies. The 2-2 pitch is going to miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the second inning. Both pitchers threw 16 pitches in their first inning of work. And there's ball 4. There's our first base runner for either side. So there goes the perfect game for Caleb Putnam. Here's Noah Case now, designated hitter, batting in the 5 spot for the Aggies. Notice that last year's numbers. First pitch is solid fastball, strike 1. In last year's season, in 23 ball games, the Aggies stole 15 bases and 22 tries over the course of those 23 ball games. So there's a tapper to the shortstop. Lindweber will try to get the lead runner. He does. Nice job there. He had to go to his right, and he made a nice play to get that lead runner. So Case will reach on this 6-4 fielder's choice. Moore out at second base. 1 away and 1 on for Ethan Moore. We have a couple of Moores, 1 at first base and 1 at third base. Ethan Moore is, he's from Pittsburgh. Went to Kent State University as a transfer. And the other Moore, Cody Moore, is from Midlothian, Texas. So I would think that there's no relation there, but there's a tapper to Lindweber. He'll flip it over to second, over to first. Double play, nicely done. Cole Lightfoot had to get rid of that thing in a heartbeat. He did it. Vega did a good job, and it's a 6-4-3 double play, and that ends the inning. So a leadoff walk is erased with the double play. We're still scoreless through an inning and a half, back with the bottom of the second. 4, 5, and 6 for the Apaches. Schrabb, Vega, and Luke Johnson. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. And welcome back to Mike Carter Field. We're in Tyler, Texas. Well, I'm just quickly scanning this roster for Murray State. I counted 9 different states in 2 countries, a couple of Canadian young men, and kids from all over the place. And we have gotten a shout out from Mr. Scott Bishke, Murray State fan in Pennsylvania. I hope he's not a Squealer fan. I'm from Northeast Ohio and a diehard Browns fan, so had to throw that one in there. Sorry about that. We got a couple of folks, looks like 2 or 3 young men on the squad from the Pittsburgh area. Ethan Moore also. There's a Kent State connection, the Golden Flashes. I had a couple of brothers that actually went to Bowling Green State University. That's in Northwest Ohio, Bowling Green, Ohio. So very familiar. I grew up Northeast Ohio, just south of Cleveland. So 1 ball, 1 strike. This is Mike Schrabb for the first time, and there's a fastball that misses high. 2-1. So all the best to all the fans out there for the Apaches and the Aggies. Appreciate the shout out from Pennsylvania. 2-1 pitch off the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Apaches have not gotten a base runner yet. The pitch. That's going to miss. There it is. First base runner for the Apaches. So both pitchers walked the first batter of the second inning. Apaches were able to erase that with a double play ball. So there won't be a perfect game today here by either pitching staff. Stepping in is Miguel Vega for the first time. Apache first baseman. And we'll see Tim O'Connor from the stretch for the first time today. Promptly deposits a fastball over the outside corner, strike one. Okay, he's a 49er fan. All right, I'm glad to hear that. One of my best friends moved to Pittsburgh from Northeast Ohio when I was younger. And boy, he still roots for those. And those Steelers won Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl after he moved there. So never heard the end of it. That Cleveland-Pittsburgh rivalry wasn't a rivalry for a long time, and now the Browns are a little bit better. So hopefully it can make it a little more interesting in years to come. But it's a 2-1 count now on Miguel Vega. Positive count hitting right here for the big fella. The pitch, pretty good hack, can't connect. 2-2. O'Connor threw 16 pitches in his first inning of work, as did Caleb Putnam. The pitch. And that was a wild pitch. It gets over the shoulder of Brady Evans. That'll be a wild pitch. It moves Schrabb to second. First time we've had a runner in scoring position by either squad. We're in the bottom of inning number 2. It's still scoreless. All right, Nicole Whitmire watching her son, Tyler Lindweber from Conroe. Go Apaches. So hope things are well down toward the Houston area. Just Conroe, just north of Houston. 3-2 pitch, and there's ball 4. So 2 runners on now, nobody out for the Apaches. Here's the DH, Luke Johnson. First time today. We're at the 6th spot in the Tyler lineup. Tim O'Connor, the freshman, 1-0 on the year with a 1.50 ERA coming in. He had thrown 6 innings and struck out 6 and walked 3. So had a good outing his first time. First pitch misses, and O'Connor has lost the command just a hair. Kind of peeks into the dugout. Got Justin Aclavia, the pitching coach, giving the signs to Brady Evans behind the plate. The 1-0. Big swing, popped up right side. Should have room for Cody Moore and foul. Now it's going to be the second baseman, and he'll make the grab. Chase Keaton did a good job of getting right to the fence and making that grab right before that ball slipped out of the ballpark. So good range there by Chase Keaton. That was right up against the fence, just inside the fence on the warning track. And off the bat, it looked like first baseman Cody Moore would have the play, but ball drifted a little bit toward right field, and that brought Chase Keaton into that play. So that's a big out right there. 1 out for Cole Lightfoot. Still 2 on. O'Connor from the stretch. Big hack from Cole, and he swings and misses. 0-1. You got Mike Schrabb, the catcher, at second base, and Miguel Vega, the first baseman, at first base. I wouldn't say you've got the speediest guys on the base right now for the Apaches. 0-1 count, and there's the spin move. Trying to keep Schrabb close to the bag out there. The pitch. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. You might start him here and do a little hit and run. This is a 9, so we got some baseball in front of us here. We're just in the bottom of the second. We're still scoreless. Cole Lightfoot, the 7th batter in the Apache lineup. Here's the 1-1. No run, no movement on the bases. Big hack by Lightfoot. And it's 1-2. O'Connor, 6'1", 200-pound transfer, hometown of Worcester, Massachusetts. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Throw behind the runner, and boy, that would have been close. Tyler Bischke ran over and went down on his bottom trying to catch that ball. As Brady Evans snapped a throw back behind Mike Schrabb at second base. So Lightfoot, the 3rd strikeout victim for O'Connor. And here's Tyler Lindweber for the first time today. O'Connor from Worcester Academy. He made 5 appearances out of the bullpen for the Denison Big Red. Finished with a 4.50 ERA through 4 innings of work, a couple of strikeouts. That first pitch is in there, strike 1. We're at the 8th spot in the Tyler lineup, still scoreless, bottom of the second. Apache's got their first 2 runners on. A pop-up of Luke Johnson in foul territory. And a strikeout. And O'Connor trying to wiggle his way out of trouble here. Popped out of play, and he'll work ahead of Lindweber. Turning out to be a very nice day. Sky's clearing now. Early on, it was kind of off and on clouds, and those clouds are moving off to the east. And the sun out. Really making it nice here at the ballpark. Wind blowing straight down. There's very little breeze at all. 0-2 count, the pitch. Misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now, tomorrow's ball games will start at 2:30. As there's some activities in the morning that will push that start time a little later than normal. Will be a 7-9 doubleheader day here at Mike Carter. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Foul ball off to the right as the breeze picks up just a hair. Got pinnets along the bleachers here, both sides. Two outs and 2 on for Tyler Lindweber. Tim O'Connor, the freshman from Worcester, Massachusetts. 1 strike away from getting out of trouble. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. And Schrabb's going to be sent home, and he'll score. 1-0 Apaches. Big 2-out hit right there by Tyler Lindweber. He'll get an RBI. And, boy, O'Connor was close to getting out of trouble there with no damage. And a big 2-out single by Tyler Lindweber gives the Apaches a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Here's Alec Williams for the first time. Playing right field, batting 9th for the Apaches. Base hit moves Vega to second as Lindweber takes his spot at first base. From the stretch now, O'Connor. This is high, ball 1. Well, he's had his moments. He's been back and forth in terms of his command. Takes a peek out at Tyler Bischke, giving some signs on the pickoff at shortstop. He'll lock in and get a sign from the catcher. Comes set. Here's the pitch. That one missed high as well. 2-0. Williams going to get something to swing at here with a 2-0 count and 2 away. Left on left matchup. The pitch. That's right down the middle. Another throw behind the runner. I think they got him. They did. Vega did not slide, and they pick him off. Brady Evans with a strong throw to Tyler Bischke at second base. And boy, base running error right there by Vega. That'll go 2-6 on the pickoff, and that will end the Apache inning. Hate to get a guy picked off with runners in scoring position, but that's what just happened. So the Aggies get out of trouble with a pickoff, but the Apaches do get one run on one hit, a big 2-out single by Tyler Lindweber that drove in this game's first run. And we will head to the third inning. Your new score for Mike Carter is the Apaches 1 and the Murray State Aggies 0. Seven, 8, and 9 for Murray State. Sage Hampton will lead it off. Hampton, Trevino, and Ware scheduled a hit for the Aggies from Murray State. All right, somebody is, looks like Mr. Juan Braves, or Juana. Might want to check your device. I think the sound issue has been solved, so let me know. Sounds like the sound is back. Big hack there. It's quickly 0-2 on the right fielder, Sage Hampton. Apaches took the 1-0 lead in the second inning. This is top of 3. Caleb Putnam back on the mound. 0-2 off the plate. Wind up the 1-2. Just missed. Not by much. I couldn't have taken it with 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Might have been a hair high. Umpires had a pretty big zone today. 2-2. Boy, in on the hands. Barely got the bat there in time to foul it off. Hampton will stay alive against the freshman from Prosper, Caleb Putnam. And 3 innings coming into today. Let's try to get him to go fishing off the plate. Now Putnam's going to ask for Schrabb to come out and have a chat here and see what they want to do with a full count. Well, that's going to count. Again, the speed up rules, it's going to be a visit, positional visit. Not the same as a coach's visit, but it will count. I have to find out what that rule is. You only get so many visits from the players to the mound. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3, and there it was. A little expansion of the zone. And there is 1 away. That's going to be the first strikeout for Caleb Putnam. Here's Joey Trevino, the left fielder, the 8th batter on the Aggie lineup. Putnam has faced the minimum so far. He did walk a batter, but got the double play ball, which eliminated the runner. Swing and a miss, strike one. From the full windup, the pitch. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. As the sign, 1-1. Just low. Pretty good spot right there. Here's the 2-1. Oof. Well, don't want the strike zone to run away and hide here. That was a pretty close pitch there. 3-1, 1 out. Nobody aboard. Joey Trevino. A good pitch to hit right here. Takes a hack at it and fouls it straight into the net. I'll run it to 3-2. Aggies have had 1 base runner. Cody Moore walked to lead off the second. But a 6-4-3 double play ended the inning. 3-2 pitch. This is driven into the corner and left. That's going to be fair ball and hop out of the ballpark. So it'll be a ground rule double. Wait a minute. They're calling it foul? Did that hit foul? Huh? Well, no one on the Murray State side saying anything, so evidently it was just outside the line. I thought it was fair too. But I got to believe if that was fair, there would be some issues in that. Murray State's right on that third base line. So the next 3-2 pitch, and it won't matter because it's ball 4. Well, that's the second walk of the ball game for Putnam. Stepping in is Trey Ware now, the center fielder. First pitch. Boy, almost got him there. Job by Schrabb to scoot over there and catch it. We're at the 9 spot in the Murray State lineup. Caleb Putnam has just issued his second walk of the ball game. Here we are in the top of the third, a 1-0 lead for Tyler. And that missed inside. Tell you what, Putnam is working at a good pace here. I always like to have the pitchers work at this pace because I think it keeps your defense on their toes. These guys that take forever, generally these guys get on their heels and aren't going to be quite as responsive defensively. 2-0 pitch. Foul tip on a healthy rip by Trey Ware. 2 balls and a strike. Well, you look for a double play ball here. You've already gotten 1 in this ball game. Nicely turned by Lynn Weber, Lightfoot, and Vega to end the second inning. We could do the same thing right here. 2-1. Solid strike there, outside half. 2-2. Appreciate all the check-ins. And you're watching. Would love to hear from where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Pop up right side. That's going to get out of play. And we'll do the 2-2 pitch once again. Yeah, wind's picking up a little bit now. Blowing straight in from maybe straight in from center. No. Those high pop-ups will be impacted a little bit. 2-2 pitch on its way. Boy, way inside, and Ware just couldn't hold up. Did get a piece of it, so we'll do it again. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Aggies. 1 hit, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Apaches. There goes the runner. You throw it down, and not in time. Stolen base for the left fielder, Joey Trevino. And the Aggies get their first base runner in scoring position today. And the count will go to 3-2. Well, you want to put this thing in play. You want your infielders to leave their feet if they have to save a run here. Putnam from the set now. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout. Second strikeout of the inning. Second strikeout of the game for Caleb Putnam. Back to the top we go. Tyler Bischke, the shortstop. And we've heard from Mr. Simmons. Good day from Canberra. 2 outs, 1 aboard. The pitch. Just misses ball 1. Well, whenever I hear from Mr. Simmons, I got to check it. 6:45 a.m. Saturday morning. Thanks for getting up. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 away. Joey Trevino out at second. The pitch. Big hack right there, fouled off to the right side. Boy, a lot of these Aggies, they take some big hacks. Do not get cheated. Bischke on the year, 400 average, 4 for 10 coming in. Does have a couple RBIs. Ground ball to second. This should do it. And Cole Lightfoot flips it over to Vega, and that'll do it. 4-3 if you're scoring at the house. That'll end the 3rd inning. A walk is stranded out at second base. And the Apaches continue to hold on to a 1-0 lead. We'll be back with the bottom of the 3rd in just a minute. Nine, 1-2 for the Apaches here in inning number 3. They lead it 1-0. RBI single by Tyler Lindweber last inning gave the Apaches a 1-0 lead. First pitch, and it hits Alec Williams right in the back, and he'll scoot down to first base. First hit batter of the day by Tim O'Connor, the left-hander from Worcester, Massachusetts. Back to the top we go. This is Trace Thomas. Thomas came into the ball game batting .200 on the season, 1 for 5. He struck out his first time up. First pitch. He's going to show bunt, pop it up. Is anyone going to get there? Oh, not quite. Cody Moore gave chase at first base in foul territory, but couldn't quite get there. So Thomas will get another crack at it. Apaches with their leadoff batter on for the 2nd inning in a row. Mike Schrabb got a leadoff walk in the 2nd, ended up scoring on the Lindweber single. There goes the runner, throw to second, and not in time. So Williams is going to get the stolen base. And now you might think, well, it was called a strike. Is that true? All right, so it is 0-2. And that doesn't absolutely take bunt off the table, but you're not going to bunt here. You want Trace Thomas to try to have a productive out here, move that runner to third if at all possible. Cody Moore is even with the bag at first base. Kind of anticipating a bunt. There's a ball in the dirt that Brady Evans smothers. Count will go to 1-2. Now Moore is going to take a couple of steps back behind the bag, and now he's going to hang around the bag here just in case Trace Thomas tries to lay down a two-out bunt or two-strike bunt. Here's the pitch. Boy, just off the plate. Thomas had a notion to take a rip at that and held up at the last minute. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Alec Williams at second. Got hit by a pitch and stole second base. From the set position, the freshman Tim O'Connor. The pitch. And boy, just flips his hands out there and stays alive. Two balls, 2 strikes. In the bottom of inning number 3. Playing 9 here, real baseball. Still early in this one. Just 1 hit between the 2 clubs. Now O'Connor going to use that inside move to keep Williams close to second base. O'Connor had 40 pitches through the first 2 innings, so 16 in inning number 1, 24 in inning number 2. Just 1 pitch away from Putnam, who had 16 and 25, so 41 for Putnam. Check swing, thought he went, and he did. Big strikeout right there. Runner at second, and 1 out now. That's going to be strikeout number 4 for O'Connor. Second strikeout of the day for Trace Thomas. Here's Dalton Davis for the second time. Davis on the year, 308 average. 4 out of 13 coming into the ball game. Scored 5 runs, a double, 3 RBI. 5 stolen bases, leads the club. 1 out, and now you're going to step off there as you had your shortstop Bishke way out of position. He was kind of did the daylight play, glove open behind the runner, Williams, and O'Connor decided to just freeze on the mound and not wheel and throw. So everybody will reset. First pitch to Davis. Waits on it, hits it to right field on the line. Humphrey catches it, or Hampton, excuse me. It's a well-hit ball off the bat of Davis. He did a good job of waiting on that thing and drove it. But he drove it right at Sage Hampton. And there's 2 away. So a strikeout and a line out to right field brings up Heath Hood. Heath Hood lined out to second base his first time up. Chase Keaton had to leave his feet to make the grab. Final out of the first inning. Well, there is the spin throw, and tell you what, I like it. They're really doing a good job of trying to keep the base runners honest. Apaches, you look at their numbers, they've been very aggressive on the bases here in the first 4 games. And Aggies are doing their share of pickoffs here to try to slow the running game down. Next pitch, or first pitch to Hood, is off the plate, ball 1. On the year, Heath Hood, 462 average coming into the ballgame. 6 for 13, 3 runs scored, a double, a homer, 6 RBIs. That leads the club. Got a couple of stolen bases to go with that. 1-0 pitch, going to miss low. Hood with an opportunity here to extend the Apaches' 1-0 lead. Tim O'Connor has the sign. Hands in front of the chest. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Apache fans didn't like that call. He's been further off the plate than that, I'll tell you that. That backwards K to Sage Hampton was further off the plate than that pitch was. Leadoff hitter last inning for the Aggies got called out on a pitch that was definitely a pitcher's pitch. 2-1. That's low. And now you're going to throw it to third. Ball gets away and not far enough. As Alec Williams will reach third base on the wild pitch. Ball trickled away just a little bit from Brady Evans behind the plate, and he tried to rifle it down to Ethan Moore at third, and Williams got there safely. The ball rolled away from Moore, and initially you thought that maybe Williams would be able to score, but Moore did a good job of getting it quickly into his glove. 3-1 pitch now. Misses inside, ball 4. It's going to be walk number 3 for O'Connor. Stepping in now is the catcher, Mike Schrabb. He walked his first time up. 2 on, 2 out for the Apaches. Trying to add to a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of inning number 3. Got some speed on the bases here. So, might see something in terms of the old double steal. See how the Aggies defend it. Breaking pitch misses low and away, ball 1. Evans glances back at the umpire, trying to figure out where that pitch was. The 1-0 pitch is going to miss up and in, not by much. That was pretty close as well. And it's 2-0 now on Mike Schrabb. He walked his first time up. Schrabb walks, it would be bases loaded for Miguel Vega. Boy, good rip there, fouls it off to the right side. He had Heath Hood kind of jabbing over there like he wanted to do something on the bases at first base, but didn't go anywhere. Here comes the 2-1. There goes the runner. You throw it down and safe at second. You come home and you're out at home plate. I don't think Williams ever got to the plate. It was a close play at home plate, but I'm not sure his foot ever got to the bag or to home plate. Sure looked like the catcher did a good job of blocking there. When he slid, I never saw his foot cross home plate. So almost pulled off the double steal there, but Hood will get a stolen base to second, but Alec Williams will be out 4-2 at the home plate. So a couple of times here in this ball game, innings have ended on either pickoffs or caught stealing. So that'll do it for the Apaches. They'll leave a runner in scoring position, and they'll hold on to a 1-0 lead. Coach Wren trying to get an explanation at home plate. They're still having a little discussion on it, so he's going to lose that one. It's 1-0 Tyler. Back for the top of the 4th in just a minute. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. Top of the fourth inning. 2, 3, and 4 for the Aggies. First pitch in there, strike one. The catcher, Brady Evans, steps in. Popped up to second base his first time up, so it was 0 for 1. There's one hopper that gets past the catcher. Brady Evans on the year, 182 average. And he hit him. So a leadoff base runner here in the fourth as Putnam hits his first batter. And with Evans aboard, here's Chase Keaton. Chase Keaton on the year, 455 average. Came into the ball game 5 for 11, 7 runs scored, a double, 4 home runs. How do you like that? That's 1 per game. They've played 4. They're 2-2 coming in. The Aggies beat Texas Post-Grad 11-1, 18-6, and then they lost 2 run rule games to Seminole, 15-5 and 14-4. So they're 2-2 coming in. And both those games, they won big and they lost big. And evidently Mr. Chase Keaton has had a nice start. Leads the team in runs scored with 7. Leads the team in home runs with 4 in 4 games. Got 7 RBIs in 4 games. Trey Ware, who is the 9 hitter, has 6 RBIs. Second on the team. Ethan Moore is the 6 hitter, and he also has 7 RBI on the year. So 3 of these guys off to nice starts in terms of the RBI totals. Of course, when you have a couple of big wins, 11 and 18 run, that 18 run game, surely some guys rolled some stats up there. Snap throw over, and Vegas puts the tag on Evans. He's back safely. 1-0 Apaches, top of the fourth inning. Putnam started the inning with 51 pitches. That ball's well hit to right and over the head of Alec Williams, and it bounces off the wall. A stand-up double off the bat of Chase Keaton, and he continues the hot hitting. For Keaton, that's his second double of the year. That ball was mashed. That'll put Evans at third base, Keaton at second, and easily the best opportunity of the day for the Aggies here in the fourth. Second and third, no one out. Here's Cody Moore, the first baseman. Moore's batting .273 on the year. 3 out of 11 with 4 runs scored, 3 RBIs. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. We're at the cleanup spot in the Murray State lineup. Putnam started the inning with 58 pitches. The windup, the pitch. Off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. You got a base open, and you got a pretty hot hitter in Moore, and Noah Case wakes on deck. Ground ball up the middle, and you backhand it. A run will score, and boy, good pick over at first base. Lightfoot made the play on the backhand, and he short-hopped Vega at first, and Miguel picked it. So that'll go 4-3 for Moore. He'll get an RBI. Evans comes home to score, and over to third goes Chase Keaton. We're tied at 1 here in the fourth inning. Here's Noah Case. Case batting .500 coming in, 1 out of 2. There's a couple of at-bats before today's game. First pitch. Just misses, ball 1. Apache infield playing way in now, trying to cut this run down. 1-0 is the count from the stretch now. Putnam, the pitch. Boy, big hack there. Another big hack by one of these Aggie hitters. They do not get cheated. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Infield drawn way in here. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Murray State has scored 1 run. The pitch. Off the plate. 2-1 again. Got a couple of bases open here. But the guy waiting on deck hitting .417. He's leading the team with 7 RBIs and 1 home run to his credit. I think this is the guy you want to go at. Off the plate. 3-1. From the set, the 3-1. Big hack right there. Breaking pitch. And it's a full count. Obviously, Noah Case not expecting a 3-1 breaking pitch right there. And it's a full count. Well, you need an out here. Strikeout or an infield pop-up. Full count. Here it comes. Strike 3. Got him looking. Big strikeout right there for Caleb Putnam. It'll be his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. And that gives the Apaches the opportunity to move their infield back and try to get out of this inning with no more damage. Here is Ethan Moore. Now you can be careful with Moore. You could have been careful with him even if you had walked Case right there, but now you can be even more careful. And there's a big breaking ball, swing and a miss. Moore leads the Aggies with a .417 average, .833 slugging, on base percentage .462. Has not struck out so far this year. In their first strike. And it's 0-2. He hit into a double play his first time up. Ended the 2nd inning. Caleb Putnam 1 strike away from keeping things where they're at. The pitch. Pop up, that should do it. And this should be Alec Williams, and actually it's going to be Trace Thomas in center calling him off. And that'll do it. F8 in my scorebook ends the 4th inning, but the Aggies get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave a guy on, and we'll head to the bottom half of inning number 4. The new score for Mike Carter, it's Murray State 1 and Tyler 1. All right, let's jump into the discussion about that play at the plate. There's some little chatter going on in the live chat. So this is one of the issues. Miss Williams has checked in from College Station. Hello to you, and thanks for checking in. So they're trying to alleviate some of the collision plays and eliminate some of the injuries. And so you're not allowed to block any base without the ball. And so the question for those umpires on those bang plays is does the ball get there before the runner? And if it happens so fast, those umpires are probably going to just defer to, part of the play there. And the argument could have been made, and I think this is why Coach Wren was out there arguing, was that the catcher had blocked the plate and never let Alec Williams get to home plate. And one of our viewers has said that they rewound it and maybe slow-moed it or whatever, and in fact the runner's foot never did touch the plate. the corollary to that, and that's why Coach Wren was out there talking to Mr. Umpire for a while, is that he never had the opportunity to get there. Now, if that catcher was blocking the plate before the ball got there, then that's an issue, and that's by rule should not be allowed. But that ball's driven into right field. Schrabb with a stand-up double, and the Apaches are back in business here. Well, I thought that was going to go foul, and it stayed fair. Well hit ball deep into the right field corner for Mike Schrabb to lead off the fourth. So just to put a bow on that discussion about home plate, real time, it's just a tough call for the umpires. And if it's close enough, they're probably going to allow the fielder to hold his ground there if the ball gets there pretty close to when the runner does. So bang, bang play. And they aren't allowed to, runners are not allowed to run over the fielders anymore. That's another injury issue. So I'm all for safety. And so we play on. 1-1 is our score. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Vega steps in and takes ball one. Miguel Vega walked his first time up. So he does not have an official at bat. So appreciate the folks chiming in there on what happened. I don't have the, I don't know. I don't think I can go back, and I might be able to watch on my iPad here. If I probably should check that out between innings, see if I can take a peek at it. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch just misses. 2-0. So after drawing a walk in his first at bat, Vega now with an opportunity is going to get a 2-0 pitch right here. Vega comes in 182 on the season, 2 for 11 before the ball game. A run scored. He does have a triple. There's a wild pitch, and Schrabb will scamper over to third. So the Apaches with a golden opportunity here to take the lead, or retake the lead. Runner at third, and no one out. We'll see here. Yeah, sure enough, the Aggies are going to bring their infield in. Shortstop's going to take a couple of steps back. Everybody else is even with the baseline. And Vega's got a couple of cracks at it here if he wants to take a whack or just take a pitch. Here's the 3-0 offering well off the plate, and he'll draw his second walk of the game. Let's see here. 1, 2. Third walk of the game for Tim O'Connor. Still nobody working in that Aggie bullpen. You got runners on the corners, and here's Luke Johnson. Popped up in foul territory to Chase Keaton, the second baseman, just behind first base. So now Apache's going to try to retake the lead here. They were leading 1-0. Murray State tied it. That's where we stand right now. The pitch. Check swing. No go. It's 1-0. Murray State 1 run on 1 hit. Tyler 1 run on 2 hits. Vega with a very short lead there. Popped up right side. That's getting out of play. Into the bleachers. Coach Wren putting some signs on here. Johnson 0 for 1 today. The pitch. He's going to bunt. There's the bunt, push bunt, first base side, and you're going to get a run. A little safety squeeze action. And the Apaches do retake the lead. RBI for Luke Johnson. It'll go 3-4 on the sacrifice. Johnson gets the RBI, and coming home to score the second run for the Apaches is Mike Schrabb. Vega scoots down to second base. And it's 2-1 Tyler. Stepping in for the Apaches is Cole Lightfoot. Tim O'Connor has gone the distance. He's going to show bunt, pull back, ball one. Well, you do have one out. And, boy, there hasn't been any kind of activity down in that Murray State bullpen yet. O'Connor started the inning with 51 pitches. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning. The pitch is going to miss high, 2-0. Tyler leads this game 2-1. Both teams have now scored a single run in the fourth. The Apaches took the lead back in the second inning, 1-0. So low scoring affair thus far. We're playing 9 here, so we're not even halfway yet. The 2-0. There's the bunt attempt, and that's going to hop over the netting here. And the count goes 2-1. We'll often see a one out. Appeared to be a sac bunt. You got Lynn Weber on deck, who had an RBI single his first time up. Lightfoot on the year, 222. Time and call, and actually it's going to be a balk. Didn't see, did he twitch? So a balk will move the runner to third. Boy, that's a big balk right there, because now you're going to have to bring your infield in, and a fly ball that's deep enough will score the run. And also it brings the squeeze back into play here. Yeah, 2 balls, 1 strike. Infield in. Lightfoot struck out his first time up. Here's the pitch. Misses inside. 3-1. So you've had a walk in the inning already issued by Tim O'Connor. And still nobody even looking like they're headed, even thinking about doing anything in that bullpen. Here comes the 3-1 delivery. Foul tip. Healthy hack right there by Lightfoot. And it's 3-2. Well, you need a productive at bat here from Cole Lightfoot. Golden opportunity for the Apaches to extend the lead. It's 2-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, might have chased ball 4. High and away. And that's a big strikeout for Tim O'Connor. 5 strikeouts in the game now for the big left-hander. And stepping in for Tyler is Tyler Lynn Weber. Lynn Weber on the year, 308 average, 4 out of 13. Couple of runs scored. First pitch, missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Two outs. Vega at third. The pitch. Called a strike. Well, Mr. Umpire has been there and then he hasn't been there. So he has been off the plate a little bit for both pitchers. And sometimes he hasn't been off the plate. The 1-1. Line drive at the shortstop makes the play. Tyler Bischke went to his right, kneeled down, and made the play. So L6 in my book. The Apaches get 1 run on 1 hit. A safety squeeze off the bat of Luke Johnson gives them the lead back, and it's now 2-1 as we head to the 5th inning. Back in just a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. Dr. John Groth with you. Top of the 5th inning here. 7, 8, 9 for the Aggies from Murray State. Sage Hampton struck out looking his first time up. Takes a rip, strike 1. And Putnam back on the mound for the 5th for the Tyler Apaches. Next pitch. Gonna miss. It's 1-1. Nobody on, nobody out. Tyler leads Murray State 2-1. Boy, he went down and got that pitch, hit it to right field. Williams ranges over, makes the running catch for out number 1. Really went down and got that pitch.
Now batting number 27.
And that ball had a little hook to it, but Alec Williams did a good job of staying with it for the first out of the inning. Here's Joey Trevino for the second time. He walked his first time up. First pitch, fouled into the netting. And it's no balls, 1 strike. On the year, Trevino 125 coming in, 1 for 8. 4 runs scored, a homer, 4 RBIs. Outside corner, and it's quickly 0-2 on the Aggie left fielder. We're at the 8th spot in the Murray State lineup. The windup, the pitch. This is high. One out, nobody aboard. Not quite halfway here at Mike Carter Field on a beautiful February afternoon. Just missed. I was talking to athletic director, our associate AD, Chuck Smith. He said that we got a chance to have some. We do. Good gracious. Check swing, thought he went, and he did. Struck him out, tried to hold up his swing, and couldn't hold up. Strikeout number 4 for Putnam. 2 up and 2 down here in the 5th inning. Here's the 9-hitter, Trey Ware. And Ware, second on the team in RBIs with 6. Batting average of 200 coming in, 2 for 10. The high on Thursday is 37. Good gracious. What a way to start this Coastal Bend series, huh? The low is 21, and there's a 50% chance of precipitation. Can I tell you that has a chance to be snow? The high on Friday is 34, and the high on Saturday, 34. Wow, we got 4 days in a row, and the high's not getting over 40. Swing and a miss. You better put on your long johns. If it's dry, we're probably going to play. I've played in that colder weather out here, and it is probably have that north wind blowing. We'll keep you posted. We will probably close the press box up here if we're playing baseball. Turn the heater on. Get some hot chocolate up here. Well, today we better enjoy the beautiful weather we have. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Apaches lead 2-1. Chopper and Ware with a pesky at bat here. He struck out his first time up. Caleb Putnam trying to get the Aggies in order here for the, the 3rd time today. No, 2nd time. They went in order in the first. Little looper into center. Tough play for Thomas, and makes the running catch. So it's 3 up and 3 down as Ware flies out. F8 in my book. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. We are exactly halfway home in a 9-inning ball game. The Apaches lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Mike Carter Field. Dr. John Groth with you. Halfway home in this one. 9-1-2 for the Apaches here in the 5th inning. This is Alec Williams with a second time today. Reached on a hit batter his first time up and was thrown out at the plate. Much discussion. First pitch swinging. And Coach Bogue making the play over there. Flashing the barehanded. He's got the short sleeve pullover tucked in today. Coach Trahan's got the short sleeve pullover not tucked in at third base. Here comes the 0-1. Little looper into center. Should be an easy play for Trey Ware. And he puts that in his back pocket. 1 up and 1 down here in the Apache 5th. Leadoff hitter Trace Thomas steps in. 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts for the Apache center fielder.
Now batting number 7.
Temperature has gone up just a hair out here. 57 degrees now at the ballpark, and the breeze has been off and on. Very, very comfortable as the sun has really warmed things up for the players and the fans. Very little breeze, and I'm thankful that the air conditioner's not kicking on. Here's the 1-0. Popped off to the right, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Trace Thomas. 1-1-0 for the visitors from Murray State. 2-2-0 for the homestanding Tyler Junior College Apaches. Apaches 3-1 on the year. Murray State 2-2. That's a line shot foul off the netting. As Thomas a little tardy on the fastball. We do have some activity now in the Aggie bullpen. We had a big right-hander down there throwing a minute ago. Now you got a lefty just playing some catch. Just a little flat ground work, so can't quite get the number. I need to get me some binoculars. Here's the 1-2. Boy, just missed. Pretty good spot right there. O'Connor kind of apologized to the umpire because he kind of walked off the mound as if it was strike 3. And they were going to throw it around the horn. And here's the 2-2. Boy, hit the bull. And Paul got past Brady Evans all the way to the backstop. Full count now on Trace Thomas. 1 away here in the 5th. Apaches have a couple of guys down in their bullpen as well. 3-2. Fly ball, that's foul down the right field side and out of play. Just by the bullpen guys. Well, I'm guessing that Putnam might be done. Somebody was tossing down there, and I think they're done throwing. You guys see who's coming in? Well, I may be wrong, and it may be that Putnam goes back out there for the Apaches, but he's had a good outing so far, and his pitch count, got to believe it's, I don't know, maybe in the 80s. It's a walk to Trace Thomas, so he'll jog down to first base. That's walk number 4 for O'Connor. And the Apaches, Thomas definitely a threat to steal here. Now let's just see about this. Thomas does not have a stolen base yet this year. That might change right here. That's a line shot through the left side. Base hit for Dalton Davis on the first pitch he saw. So he's 1 for 3 now. Solid single to left. Apache's making some noise with 1 out. Here in the 5th, trying to add to a 2-1 lead. Heath Hood steps in. He's the 3-hitter in the Apache lineup. Want to try to make some hay right here. Davis, Hood, and Schrabb now, the middle of this lineup. O'Connor's pitch count has to be up there as well. He had 58 going into the 4th inning, and we're now in the 5th. First pitch swinging, popped up high center field. This is Ware, and he'll make the catch. And there are 2 away. That's a big out right there. And now Mike Schrabb will step in. Schrabb 1 for 1. He doubled his last time up. Hit one deep into the right field corner. All right, here we go. O'Connor started the inning with 76 pitches. And Putnam is at 83. So both these guys, I would think Putnam may be closer to his day ending than O'Connor. O'Connor's done a pretty good job of keeping that pitch count relatively low for the innings he's pitched. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. This is Mike Schrabb. Well, where he hit that last ball, the right fielder's not shading at all. He hits that same ball. Apaches will add 2 runs. A lot of room in that right field corner. Apaches now with 3 hits on the board, 2 runs on 3 hits. Murray State, 1 run on just 1 hit. A double by Chase Keaton is the only hit of the day for the Aggies. And that ball, did it go off his foot or just wild pitch? But both runners going to move up 90 feet. That is a wild pitch, and that's a big play right there. Wild pitch will move runners to second and third, 2 outs. Now, a single, pretty good chance of scoring a couple of runs. And a 2-0 count. A base is open here. Schrabb on the year coming in was a 250 hitter, 2 for 8. Did have a triple to his credit, so now he's got a double and a triple. Did have 1 RBI coming in. In there, called a strike. Well, Thomas is at third, Davis at second, so you got some speed out there. 2 outs in the inning. Apache's trying to extend a 2-1 lead. The pitch. Off the plate, 3-1. Well, Vega waits on deck if Mike Schrabb reaches here. And so far today, Miguel Vega does not have an official at bat. He's walked twice. As the wind picks up a bit. In from center. 3-1 pitch, called a strike. It's 3-2. Well, definitely staying away from Schrabb. And if he wants to do some damage here, he's going to maybe have to do what he did last time and go the other way. Tim O'Connor trying to finish up this 5th inning. He went 6 in his first outing in earning the win. 3-2 pitch. Popped out of play. We'll do it again. Tim O'Connor is 1-0 on the year. Struck out 6 in 6 innings of work in his first outing of the year. He got credit for one of the wins. Not sure which game it was, against Texas Postgrad. 3-2, 2 outs, 2 aboard. Apaches with a golden opportunity right here. The pitch. Off the plate, ball 4. So walk number 5 for O'Connor, and here's Vega, who has walked twice himself. And that's going to bring a visit. That might be all. I think it is going to be all. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not. You know, not immediately going to make a move to the bullpen. This is the pitching coach, Justin Eclavia, out on the mound right now for the Murray State Club. And he's going to go out and just try to get Tim O'Connor pumped up a little bit. And he's going to pitch to Miguel Vega. Again, Vega without official at bat here in this one and 2 walks. On the season, 2 out of 11, 182. Does have a triple and an RBI to his credit. He also has struck out 6 times. That's tied for the team lead. First pitch in there, strike 1. Well, with the bases loaded, you got force at all 4 bases here. Vega, be a great chance for him to bust out right here. 0-1. Check swing, tough play right here, and it'll roll foul. Oof. If that stays fair, everybody's going to be safe. Just trickled foul, and now Miguel in an 0-2 hole. Going to have to work hard right here. Runners will be off with a swing. The Apaches lead it 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Playing 9 here, single 9, real baseball today at Mike Carter. Tomorrow will be 7-9 doubleheader day. So Vega going to have to dig in a bit here and grind out an at bat. 0-2, 2 outs. The pitch. Ooh, just off the plate. Could have been a strike, but it was called a ball. So he'll get another crack at things. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases full of Apaches. Tim O'Connor, the freshman from Worcester, Massachusetts, from the stretch position. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, got him. Really good location on that fastball. And Vega strikes out for the first time today. That's going to be 6 strikeouts. And that's a big one for Tim O'Connor, none bigger than that. And the Apaches will hold on to a 2-1 lead. They leave them loaded. We're coming back for the 6th inning. Well, Caleb Putnam's going back on the mound for the Apaches. And he'll face the top of the lineup for the Aggies. Bishke, Evans, and Chase Keaton. 2-1 Apaches, top of the 6th. Caleb Putnam retired 6 guys in a row. Sitting on 83 pitches right now. His opponent, Tim O'Connor, has thrown 98 pitches. We're at the top of the 6th inning, so actually it's Putnam with maybe a little more efficiency here. Last 2 innings, O'Connor has elevated that pitch count a bit. And I'd be a little surprised if he goes back out there. Line drive to right. Williams ranges over right on the warning track, makes a nice running grab for out number 1. Nice job there. Alec Williams had to go pretty good distance into the shadows in the right field corner, right under the flagpole, and made the grab. Here's Brady Evans, the catcher. Popped up to second, got hit by a pitch. So he's 0 for 1. First pitch, solid fastball, strike one. Evans on the year, 182 batter coming into the ball game. Does have 3 RBIs. But with a 2 for 11 start, 3 runs scored. Pitch is going to miss. It's 1-1. Well, after this weekend, Murray State will travel to Eastern Oklahoma State College in Wilburton, Oklahoma on Thursday. Doubleheader there. And then Saturday, they'll play Eastern Oklahoma at home. Evidently, they call their home field the Ranch. They got a 4-game series against Eastern Oklahoma next week, Thursday, Saturday. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to third, backhanded by Davis. He'll throw across. Nicely done there. And there's 2 away. 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th. Putnam has now retired 8 guys in a row. In the 4th inning, he hit Evans, gave up a double to Keaton, the only hit for the day for the Aggies. Since then, it's been 8 guys up and 8 guys out. And here is Chase Keaton. He would be the 9th batter in a row to be retired by Caleb Putnam, right-handed freshman out of Prosper, Texas. First ball misses, 1 ball, no strikes. So Keaton does have the only hit. Boy, good breaking pitch. And it's 1-1. I'm sure one of the challenges this time of year is to just know how far you go when a guy's really finding his rhythm like Caleb is. The 1-1. Big hack popped up right side. Williams is running over toward the fence, and he'll run out of real estate. That ball hops into the bullpen of the Apaches in the right field corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You know, you started the inning with 83 pitches. You're probably going to end up, you know, obviously in the 90s, maybe close to 100. And there are some guys now looking down in the Apache bullpen. They'll appear to be ready to go if needed. That pitch is going to miss. 2-2. 2 outs, nobody aboard. 2-1 Tyler, top of the 6th. The Apaches have a bunch of Thursday, Saturday series coming up as well. Strike 3 called, and that is 9 in a row for Caleb Putnam. It's going to be strikeout number 5 of the day. And, boy, what a nice job by Caleb Putnam. That might be all for him. Coach Rupenthal out there to give him a handshake. And we might be going to the bullpen next half inning for the Apaches. We'll see. Bottom of the 6th, it's 2-1 Tyler. First pitch is a strike, and this is a pinch hitter. This is Daniel Young hitting for Luke Johnson. Young, last time he stepped to the plate here, it went over the fence and into the dark night. I'm not sure it ever came down. 1-2. So he'll hit for Johnson here in the 6th spot in the DH role. Luke Johnson had popped up to second and laid down a bunt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of 6, 2-1 Apaches. Check swing. Thought he went. There's no way you can see that over there. Home plate's got to see that one if he's going to call it. Yeah, I thought he went. And that Murray State dugout did too. They let him know it. 3-2 pitch, misses low, ball 4. So that'll be the first walk issued by Austin Vandenbrink, right-handed freshman from Shelby, Michigan. I think we noted before the ball game that this roster has, I think, 9 different states represented on it. And Vandenbrink is another new state, Michigan. Leadoff walk to Daniel Young. And that will bring up Cole Lightfoot. It's going to show bunt. There's the bunt, and it goes foul. 1 strike. 6 walks issued by Aggie pitching today. We'll see if Coach Wren stays with the sacrifice here. Trying to play a little add-on baseball here in the middle innings. We're in the 6th of a 9 here. Real baseball here at Mike Carter today. 0-1. There's the bunt. And, it's short hop the pitcher. Tough play. And he makes it for the out. So that'll go 1-3 on the sacrifice. Almost a double play as the ball almost got to the pitcher on a fly. Lightfoot, as is, will get credit for a sacrifice bunt. Young will go to second with 1 out. Here's Tyler Linweber. Linweber has an RBI today. RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Big 2-out single that scored Mike Schrabb, and at that time it was a 1-0 lead Tyler, and Murray State tied it, and the Apaches took the lead again in the bottom of the 4th. That's where we stand now, 2-1. Outside corner, strike 1. Cody Moore over at first base expecting another bunt. Linweber, 1 out of 2 today. To go with that RBI single, he lined out to short his last time up, ending inning number 4. 0-1. Fly ball, center field. Trey Ware going back. He's got room. Makes the catch. Young thought about tagging and then held up. So that's the 2nd out of the inning. And now it's Alec Williams' turn to try to drive this run in.
Alec Williams.
Williams going with the high pants here. He's got his pants rolled up over his knees. It looks like some of those guys in the NFL. Never understood that. How you play a contact sport like football without knee pads is beyond understanding for me. I played through high school, and there's no way I'd ever want to go out there without anything covering my knee. First pitch misses, and it's 1-0. A lot of local interest in the Super Bowl this weekend. Patrick Mahomes grew up 10 minutes from Tyler, right down the road in White House. A little bit of trivia. I had Patrick Mahomes on my T-ball team. I have to finish that story here in a minute. Here's the 1-0. That went behind Williams. And it's 2-0. My son Caleb was the same age, and unfortunately didn't play for us. Dad yanked him off the team. So had evidently more competitive T-ball to play somewhere. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Let's see if Young's going to be sent. He is, and the ball's misplayed it in center, and the Apaches take a 3-1 lead. So a base hit RBI for Alec Williams right up the middle. And can't really give Ware an error there, although that ball, he was coming hard on it. And I took a peek over at Coach Trahan, and he was wheeling Daniel Young around third. And when I looked back to center field, the ball had hopped. And fortunately for Murray State, it didn't roll all the way to the fence. But it will not be an error. There goes the runner, and you throw down, and safe. Second stolen base of the day for Alec Williams. So the Apaches not only take a 3-1 lead on the single by Williams, he promptly steals second and gives them a chance to add on some more. And you got the switch hitting Thomas now stepping in from the left side. 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts and a walk for the Apache center fielder. Spin move. And ball trickles away from Chase Keaton. Apaches now 3 runs on 4 hits. Murray State 1 run on 1 hit. Got the new right-hander, Austin Vandenbrink, Shelby, Michigan, on the mound for the Aggies. 1-0 pitch. He's going to show bunt, pull back, throw down back behind the set. They are not afraid to throw it around. It's about the 3rd or 4th time that Brady Evans has rifled a ball down to second after the pitch. I don't mind that so much as long as you're taking care of the ball. It's a 2-0 count now on center fielder Trace Thomas. Looking for his first hit of the day. Pitch is called a strike. It's 2-1. Next pitch, he's going to show bunt and pull back. 3 balls and a strike. Vandenbrink comes in with 1 2/3 innings pitched on the year. Struck out 2, walked 1. Comes in, hasn't given up an earned run yet. Striking out 10.8 per 9 innings. All that means is he struck out 2 and is at 1 2/3 innings of work. So he walks Thomas here. It'll be his 2nd walk of the inning, the 7th walk of the game for the Aggie pitching staff. And Davis steps in, 1 for 3, a solid single to left field his last time up. Apaches have mounted a little 2-out noise here, trying to extend a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. From the stretch, Vandenbrink the pitch. Well hit, center field. Ware goes over and can't make the catch. 1 run will score, 4-1 Apaches. It's a single off the bat of Dalton Davis. That was a line drive right at the center fielder. It's going to go down as a single and an RBI. Ware had to leave his feet, so he dove for the ball. And there's no way you can give him an error on that play. All the way to third goes Trace Thomas, and easily scoring is Alec Williams. And that might be all for Austin Vandenbrink. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe just going to go out and slow things down for him a bit because there's nobody in the pen for Murray State at the moment. This is Coach Justin Clavia once again. Well, so that'll be Davis's 2nd hit of the day. And he's now 2 for 4. Apaches are leading this ball game by a score of 4-1 here in the 6th inning. And they're going to look for more. They have runners at first and at third. And the 3-hitter now. Heath Hood steps in. 0 for 2 with a walk. He lined out to second base, walked, and flew out to center. Here's the first pitch in there for a strike. 4-5-0 for the Apaches, 1-1-0 for the Aggies from Murray State College. Here's the 0-1. Runner going. That ball's drilled into the gap. And that'll score Davis. 2 runs are going to come home, and it's 6-1. Heath Hood drove that ball into the left center gap. And off the bat, you knew it was going to go to the wall, and it did. Hood will get 2 RBIs. With Davis running on the pitch, that allowed him to come all the way around to score. Thomas scored easily. The Apaches have scored 4 runs with 2 outs. And they got another one in scoring position for Mike Schrabb. Schrabb 1 for 1, a double back in the 4th to go with 2 walks. 6-1 Apaches. Vandenbrink. And boy, not sure he cleared the kind of step toward the shortstop there. Supposed to step toward the bag you're throwing to. Got the 2-man umpiring crew here, so the angles on some of these moves aren't the best for these 2 guys. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Schrabb. Schrabb's the 8th batter of this Tyler 6th inning. Daniel Young led things off with a walk. Lightfoot laid on a bunt. Ball trickles away. Hood's going to scoot over to third. And I'm going to call that a pass ball. It was a little low, but sounded like it was catchable. Sounded like it hit his glove before it scooted to the turf. So don't have the best angle up here at that call, but 1-1 pitch. Had to jump over and catch that one, and it's 2-1. So now Heath Hood with the 7th run of the day for the Apaches, 90 feet away. Mike Schrabb with a 2-1 pitch to hit right here. Off the hands, tough play. This is Bischke at short, and he makes it. 6-3 if you're scoring at the house. The Apaches bring 8 batters to the inning, and they score 4 big runs and extend their lead now. It's 6-1 Apaches. We go to the 7th. Back in just a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. All right, the Apaches have gone to their bullpen for the first time today. What a job by Caleb Putnam. He retires the last 9 batters that he faces after giving up a couple of base runners in the 4th inning. Ground out, strikeout, fly out, line out, strikeout, pop out, fly out, ground out, strikeout. So 9 recorded in a row. Putnam is relieved by Zach Williams, right-handed freshman out of College Station, 6'1", 195. So Williams will take over here. 7th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. This is Cody Moore for the 3rd time today. 0 for 1. He's got an RBI and a ground ball to second. Walked back in the 2nd inning. 0-1. Solid strike. It's quickly 0-2. Little tapper out in front of the plate, and oh my goodness, why is that? Okay, they're saying the ball bounced off the batter, off his leg. Okay, so Cody Moore hit the ball and it bounced off his leg and then hopped up into fair territory, and Mike Schrabb wisely grabbed it in fair because Moore was not moving at all. So here's the next 0-2 delivery. There's a tapper to second base, and Lightfoot, easy play, flips it over to Vega, out number 1. Zach Williams on the year, 3 innings pitched coming into the ball game. This is his 3rd appearance of the season. He is 0-0 with a 3.00 ERA. He has struck out 5 and walked 1 in 3 innings of work. Noah Kay steps in there for a strike. 6-6-0 for the Apaches, 1-1-0 for the Aggies from Murray State. Boy, off the hands, Lynn Weber on the run. Nicely done. Made it look easy. 6-3 if you're scoring at the house. Case is out. 2 up, 2 down. That's 11 Aggies retired in a row by Tyler pitching. 9 in a row by Putnam, and now 2 in a row here by Zach Williams. Here's the 3rd baseman, Ethan Moore. He grounded into a double play to end the 2nd inning. Flew out to center to end the 4th. First pitch misses, ball 1. From the stretch, the 1-0. A little tardy on that one. 1-1. Putnam will finish with 94. 25 in his first inning of work for Austin Vandenbrink. And big shout out to Ed Atkins, who's shooting me the pitch counts during this ball game. Appreciate that. He's down there beside the dugout. Got a little table for him outside. I don't know what he's going to do next week. The highs in the 30s for the Coastal Series. Put on your earmuffs and layer up. 3-1 now to Ethan Moore. Swing and a miss. It's 3-2. Zach Williams trying to retire the 12th batter in a row for Tyler pitching. Last guy to reach base was Chase Keaton back in the 4th inning. Popped out of play. We'll do it again. One run on just one hit. That lone hit was the last base runner for Murray State back in the 4th. Pitch. Ooh, just off the plate, and the streak is broken. After retiring 11 in a row, a walk is issued. And boy, I couldn't have taken that with 2 strikes. Pretty good pitch right there. That's the first walk for Zach Williams. And just the 3rd walk of the day between Putnam and Williams. Putnam only walked 2. Struck out 5. Little looper, and that's right at Lindweber, and that'll end it. So a little short line drive right at Tyler Lindweber, and it's time to stretch it out at the ballpark. 6-1 Apaches.
Now pitching number 34, Jack Chester.
All right, if we got any Aggie fans watching this broadcast, we have a little bit of a dilemma here. The Murray State roster has 2 number 34s. They're both right-handed pitchers. One's named Jack Chester, and the other's Cade Watson. So if there's anyone watching that knows who's pitching now, go ahead and chime in on the live chat feature, and we'll try to get it right here on the broadcast. Haven't checked the live chats in a while. Miss Young checking in. Guida Starr rooting for Eli. First pitch, going to miss high, ball 1. Not exactly sure who's in here. We called it as Jack Chester, but it's either Jack Chester or Cade Watson. So nobody from the dugout looked up here. Did they? Did you notice anyone looking up here screaming at us like, no, it's the wrong guy? Sometimes you get that from the dugout if you announce the wrong. So this must be Jack Chester. 1-1 on Vega. Off the plate, 2-1. That's going to miss. 3-1 now on Vega. Chester is from Piedmont High School in Piedmont, Oklahoma. We're in the 7th inning. Little tapper, and ball went off of Vega's foot. And the first base umpire calls it. Chester listed as a, I guess CFR means COVID freshman. It's a new designation on baseball rosters. And the next couple of years in college baseball is just going to be a mess for trying to figure out eligibility things and just oof, I feel bad for the 2020 high school kids because there's just a lot of these kids are sticking around for an extra year. Check swing, thought he might have gone, and he did. That's a strikeout. So Vega now strikes out for the second time in a row. That's the first strikeout for Jack Chester. And 7 strikeouts now between the 3 Aggie pitchers, O'Connor, Vandenbrink, and now Chester. Stepping in is left-handed batting DH Daniel Young for the second time. He drew the walk that started the rally. Back in the 6th inning, the Apaches put 4 runs on the board last inning. And it all started with a Daniel Young walk. And I thought, if you go back to that at bat, he might have check swung on that. There was a 2-2 pitch, or it was a 2-2 pitch, and I think the next pitch, it was a 3-2 pitch. I don't know, a 2-strike pitch, and he eventually walked and scored a run. Driven in by Alec Williams. 2 balls and a strike. Ball's low. (3-1) on Daniel Young. Steps in from the left side. Got the right-hander Jack Chester from Piedmont, Oklahoma. The wind and the pitch. Fouls it down the right field side. Off the brick. Coach Rippenthal made an error. Went off the brick and he missed it. He's going to run out there and pick it up. Got another Apache right-hander in the bullpen. Who is it? Jason Gonzalez heating it up down in the Tyler bullpen. We're likely to see him before this game is over because it does not look like he's just getting work in. 3-2, 1 away, nobody on. 6-1 Apaches. Bottom of the 7th. Look out! It hit him in the leg. And Young will run down to first base after getting hit. Looked like he might have caught one off the knee. Let's see if he's okay. He's going to stay in. Here's Cole Lightfoot for the 4th time. Couple of strikeouts and a sac bunt. He also got plenty of activity down in the Aggie bullpen. Javier Sanchez looks like he's starting to get loose down there, as are a couple of other guys. So a couple of guys just tossing. Looks like Sanchez. That ball is hit to the right side and going to drift out of play into the right field corner, strike 1. Javier Sanchez on the mound down there in the bullpen area, but there's plenty of area to warm up, and there's a number of guys just throwing. Just playing catch. 0-1 with 1 away. Tyler leads it 6-1. A 4-run outburst in the 6th. 1 out here in the 7th. Ball's hit to right field. Going back is Hampton. He'll make the grab, and there's 2 away. Well, stepping in now is the shortstop, Tyler Lindweber. You get an RBI single way back in the 2nd inning. A line out to short, fly ball to center. 1 for 3. 2 outs. Young is at first. He got hit by a pitch. Jack Chester on the mound for the Aggies. It's going to be low. 1 ball, no strikes. Chester from the set position. The pitch. In there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chester likes to open up with that front foot when he's getting his sign. When he comes set, he kind of squares his feet. Actually closes them off a bit. Here's the pitch. I would argue he's got to come to that pause there. He's not really stopping. Got that kind of a foot movement before. In theory, you're supposed to come to that discernible pause before you come to the plate. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, 1 aboard. There's a line drive into left field. Base hit for Lindweber, his 2nd hit of the game. Apache's going to try to mount another 2-out rally here. Here's Alec Williams. 1 for 2. He had an RBI single his last time up. Good productivity from the last 2 spots in the lineup here for the Apaches. You got Lindweber with an RBI and 2 hits, and Williams with an RBI single his last time up. Williams also scored a run last inning. We're at the 9th spot in the Apache lineup. They lead at 6-1 with 2 outs here in the 7th. Looking for more. Pitch was low. Job by Evans to block it. 1 ball, no strikes. Time called now as Evans wants to go out and have a chat with Jack Chester. Maybe just with the runner at second, making sure the signs are correct. Score is 6-1. Apaches with 6 runs on 7 hits. Free State has just been able to muster 1 hit today. They've scored 1 run. Pitch. Up the middle and another base hit. It's going to score a run, and it's going to be 7-1. That ball, did it go off the base? It was right up the middle, and I don't know if it went off the base or off the glove of Bishke. Bishke might have dove for it and went off his glove. Either way, it's a single. 2nd hit of the day for Williams, 2nd RBI for Williams. Daniel Young scores easily. Lindweber goes to 3rd. You got runners on the corners. And still 2 outs. So they've done a lot of damage, have the Apaches, with 2 outs today. The last 2 innings. First pitch, there's the bunt right out in front of the plate. This is a tough play. You better hurry. Got him. Boy, a bang play. Thomas almost beat it out. It'll go down as a 2-3, and that will end the inning. But the Apaches do get another run, and your new score as we go to the 8th inning, it's Tyler 7 and Murray State 1. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. All right, the Apaches have gone to their bullpen for the second time today. And it's quickly 0-2 on Joey Trevino. New pitchers, Jason Gonzalez, 6'6", 235, right-handed freshman out of Arlington, Texas. Take over here in the 8th for Zach Williams. Swing and a miss, and he makes short work of Trevino. First strikeout for Gonzalez. Strikeout number 6 for Tyler pitching. 9-hitter is Trey Ware, and we're going to have a pinch hitter here. And what number is this guy? 11. And this is going to be Jaden Schaefer. He'll pinch hit for Ware. So Jaden Schaefer taking over here in the 8th inning in the 9 spot for the Aggies. They trail 7-1, the 1-0 pitch off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gonzalez looks like he's about 7 foot from up here. Just those long legs and long body. Outside corner. 2-1. Well, this was a low-scoring affair until the Apaches put a 4 up on the bottom of the 6th. Another run in the 7th, and your score is 7-1 Apaches. 3-1 with 1 away, nobody on. The pitch. Ball 4. Well, if you're Murray State, you need some base runners. Walk number, I think unofficially it's just 4 walks. No, that's not right.
Now batting number 6, Tyler Bishop.
3, 5, no. Well, it is walk number 4 on the day. That's a nice improvement for the pitching. Look out! As Bishke squared around the bunt, took ball 1. We're at the top of the lineup for Murray State. They came into today's game 2-2 on the year. In a shortened COVID season last year, they were 6-17. Coach Borling in his 3rd season as the head coach. He spent some time as the assistant there before taking over the head job. 2 balls, no strikes. Tyler Bishke at the plate. Brady Evans waits on deck. Pop up right side, and Vega drifts over toward the fence and runs out of room. And it looks like Athletic Director Kevin Vest on site today. Got maybe the whole crew out here. I see Chuck Smith and maybe Kelsey Weeks right down there. So I don't know who's manning the farm down there, but I've got all the administrators out at the ballpark today. It's a beautiful day to be out here. It started at 54. Last check, it was 57. We might be in the 60s. 2-1 pitch, high pop-up, right center field. Who's going to call it? It's going to be Williams in right making the catch, and there's 2 away. Let's see what looks like we're going to hang at 57.
Now batting number 1, Brady Evans.
At the moment, may not get any higher than that. Here's Brady Evans now for the 4th time. A pop-up hit by pitch, and he scored the only Aggie run back in the 4th inning, grounded out to 3rd base back in the 6th. We're in the 8th, 7-1 Apaches. Little tapper foul, 0-1. These 2 teams will play tomorrow. 2:30 is the start time. 7-9 doubleheader day here at the ballpark. Big right-hander Jason Gonzalez from the stretch. Boy, a little late on the decision there, and swings and misses. It's 1-2. Or is it 0-2? Okay. 2 outs, 1 aboard. Jaden Schaefer drew the walk. The pitch. Boy, nice block by Schrabb. Never know with 2 strikes, got to pounce like that. Chase Keaton waits on deck. He's got the lone Aggie hit. The 1-2. Little tapper to third. Davis on the big hop. Throws across, and that's your inning. So that'll do it for the Aggies in the 8th. 5-3 if you're scoring at the house. We'll head to the bottom half. The Apaches with a comfortable 6-run lead at 7-1. Two, 3, and 4 for the Apaches. They're trying to add to a 7-1 lead here in the 8th inning. We're playing real baseball. The Apaches 3 outs from securing their 4th win of the year. And Jack Chester back on the mound for the Aggies. We're not 100% sure it's Jack Chester. We've gotten some word from one of our people that it's not, that it's Cade Watson. So kind of made an appeal to any of the Aggie fans out there if they know who's on the mound right now. There's got 2 guys with the same number on the roster. Ground ball up the middle and through the hole. Base hit for Dalton Davis. That'll be his 3rd hit in a row. He started out 0 for 2 in the last 3 at-bats. He's got 3 singles. Here's Heath Hood. Hood with a 2 RBI double into the left center gap last time up. All right, well, we did hear, sorry, it is Cade Watson. I've gotten somebody to chime in on that, so I have not been back to the live chat till just now. So the pitcher is Cade Watson, not Jack Chester. So our apologies to Cade and his friends and family. Calling out the wrong guy, but we flipped a coin and it came up tails. 0-1 to Heath Hood. Outside corner, 0-2. So Cade Watson now. And Mr. Watson, a freshman from Franklin Parish, Wisner, Louisiana. Comes set. The 0-2 fouls it off to the right side. We'll do it again. Runner going. Hood drills it into left field. Another hit for the Apaches. And easily getting to third base is Davis. So back-to-back singles by Davis and Hood, and the Apaches are looking for more. Here's Mike Schrabb. 1 for 2. Doubled back in the fourth. A couple of walks. Ground out to shortstop. That's 10 hits now for Tyler hitters. 7-10-0 for the Apaches. 1-1-0 for Murray State. Cade Watson from the stretch. The pitch. Misses high. Ball 1. Well, you do have, you still got Javier Sanchez tossing in that Aggie bullpen. And if Watson can get a couple of outs here, barring a large comeback, this would be the last half inning you got to pitch. Breaking pitch misses high. 2-0. We're at the cleanup spot in the Tyler lineup. Schrabb at the plate. Vega waits on deck. Time called now at home plate by Mike Schrabb. 2:30 start tomorrow. We'll be on the air. Well, if we get a chance to talk to the coaches, I'm not 100% sure we'll be able to do that tomorrow. We might be able to. If it's on a normal schedule, then we try to do the pregame show at about 2:15 tomorrow. And at some point, going to have to just let the camera and crowd mic take over, as I have some duties across town with the UT Tyler Patriots. They host the #1 Angelo State squad in this weekend for their first games of the year. And there's a walk to Schrabb. And let's see here. First walk of the game for Cade Watson. And that's 7 walks. Let's see. 8 walks now. Unofficially 8 walks for Aggie pitching. Bases are now loaded with Apaches. Nobody out for Miguel Vega. Vega's had tough sledding today. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Boy, if the Apaches can get Vega on track here, it'd be a big bonus. So far has not really found the rhythm at the plate. Okay, Jack Chester is injured. So thank you for the information on the live chat. I'm sorry I didn't get that earlier. In there for a strike. So that explains perhaps why there's 2 34s on there. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Apache first baseman, Miguel Vega, the 5th hitter in their lineup. The pitch. Going to miss high. 2-1. Yep. It looks like you're going to have another Tyler pitcher to throw the 9th. You got somebody just down there ready to go. But there's still nobody out. Apache hitters want to be up here for a while. And the pitch. Big hack by Miggy and just missed it. Off to the right, 2-2. Sometimes it's just a little tick late. Just don't know what's going to get you back into your rhythm, but Vega trying to find it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Got Schrabb at first, Hood at second, Davis at third. Watson, the pitch. Little tapper foul, and Coach Trahan tried to make the play. Knocked it down. Count stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cade Watson, the pitch. Missed inside. Three-two pitch. Fly ball right field. This should get at least a run in, and that's going to be off the wall. Thought it was going to be caught, but it kept going. 2 runs are going to score, and it's 9-1 Apaches. Everybody got a little bit of a late start on the bases because off the bat you thought it might be caught, but it carried well over Sage Hampton's head and off the wall in right. So there you go. Good at bat by Miguel Vega. Drove that ball the other way. He'll get 2 RBIs. Schrabb goes to third. Hood and Davis both score. And you had a little bit of a logjam on the bases there because a couple of those runners were holding up to see if it was going to get caught. That's going to bring to the plate for the 3rd time Daniel Young. He has walked and gotten hit by a pitch. And with 2 runs, it's 9-1. Swing and a miss off speed pitch. And it's 0-1. From the stretch, Cade Watson, the pitch. Boy, it went behind Daniel Young. I think that's the 2nd time that's happened to him today. Apaches. This game was 2-1 as we went to the bottom of the 6th inning, but boy, the Apaches have scored 7 runs in the last 3 innings to really push this thing to a comfortable 9-1 lead here. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Young. Young came on and pinched hit in the 6th inning to lead things off. And his 2nd at bat was in the 7th inning. And here we are in the 8th inning, and he's getting a 3rd at bat. So that tells you all you need to know about how the Apaches have been productive here in the last 3 innings. The pitch. Strike 3. It's Young looking, and for Cade Watson, that'll be his 1st strikeout of the ball game. 8 strikeouts now. That's not right. He's got 2 strikeouts, so that's 2 strikeouts for Cade Watson and 8 overall for Murray State pitching. And hitting for Cole Lightfoot. Is this Irwin? Trey Irwin is going to step in and get a pinch hit here for Lightfoot. So you're probably going to see Davis move to 2nd base, Irwin take over at 3rd base. So Cole Lightfoot's day is over. First pitch misses, ball 1. Lightfoot ends up going 0 for 3, a sac bunt, couple of strikeouts, and a fly ball to right. And it's Trey Irwin now with 2 on and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 8th, the Apaches have already scored 2 runs. Look out. A little chin music there. Cade Watson, the freshman from Wisner, Louisiana, on the mound for Murray State. It's been all Apaches since the 6th inning. Very competitive game at that point, 2-1. Chases a high one. Got the Aggie infield in now. Actually up in front of the baseline. Golden opportunity here for a couple RBIs for Trey Irwin. Got 1 out and 2 on. The 2-1 from Watson popped over our heads and out of play. And it'll stay away from the Avalon. Got a parking lot right behind this ballpark. Got at least one nice little round dent in the back of my hood. Back trunk. Thankfully it missed the window a couple of years ago. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Bottom of the 8th. Watson taking a little extra time here to get his sign. The pitch. Ooh, way out in front of that one. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cade Watson. 3 in the game and 9 overall for Aggie pitching. Here's Tyler Lindweber. A couple of hits for the Apache shortstop today. He's 2 for 4. Single to center back in the 2nd inning and a base hit to left in the 7th. Well, Watson trying to finish strong here and lead those runners out there. Ball's well hit to left field. Trevino's ranging over, makes the catch, and that'll do it. L7 in my scorebook, and that will end the 8th. We go to the 9th. The Apaches need 3 outs for their 4th win of the year. They lead it by a score of 9-1. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. All right, 9th inning, 9-1 Apaches. Got a new pitcher for the Tyler Apaches. It's Noah Piles, 6'8", 250. Big right-handed freshman out of Austin, Texas. And he will face the meat of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. Chase Keaton, Cody Moore, Noah Case scheduled a hit for Murray State.
Now batting number 24, Chase Keaton.
Keaton has the lone Aggie hit back in the 4th inning. A double. 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch is high, ball 1. One from the stretch. Outside corner, called a strike. It's 1-1. Little looper into left field, base hit. That'll fall in front of the left fielder Heath Hood. That's just the second hit of the day, and Chase Keaton has both of them.
Cody Moore.
Stepping in is Cody Moore. He walked, grounded out to second twice. He does have an RBI. First pitch is in there, strike one. Piles from the stretch. The 0-1. We just missed. Not by much. 1 ball, 1 strike. Leadoff batter aboard for just the second time in the game. Actually, third time in the game. Fouled off to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keaton's at first with nobody away. Very few opportunities today. Strike 3 called. He froze him. That was a good little breaking pitch by Noah Piles. And Cody Moore just froze up. His first strikeout for Noah. 7th strikeout for Apache pitching today. Stepping in, we do have a pinch hitter. This is going to be Cooper. No, that's wrong. Wrong team. It's not Cooper Rawls. B.J. Lee is the pinch hitter. B.J. Lee, pinch hitting for Case. So he'll get his first at bat today. Steps in from the right side. 1-0 count, the pitch. In there for a strike. 1-1 on the pinch hitter, Lee. He's hitting for Noah Case. Case ends his day 0 for 3. Couple of ground balls and a strikeout. 1-1. That gets through. It's a wild pitch. Down to second goes Keaton. Well, you lose your double play right there. You do have Ethan Moore waiting on deck, so in a game like this, you might get a couple of at-bats for guys here late. Just to get them off the bench here today, but looks like Lee, for the moment, is going to be the only one perhaps this inning. He swings and misses at that one. It's 2-2. 9-11-0 for Tyler. 1-2-0 for the Aggies from Murray State. In the top of the 9th inning. We'll play 2 tomorrow, a 7 and a 9, starting at 2:30. The pitch. Look out! Another wild pitch that goes behind the head of B.J. Lee and over to third. That was Chase Keaton. Well, you're just looking for outs here. Got a pitch to contact. Full count, 3-2 on Lee. Here's the pitch. Had a notion, but held up. Threw a breaking pitch and ended up walking the pinch hitter Lee. First walk for Noah Piles. Just 5 walks now on the day for Apache pitching. This is the 4th pitcher of the day for Tyler. Putnam started. Williams in the 7th, Gonzalez in the 8th, and now Piles in the 9th. This is Ethan Moore, 0 for 2 today. Solid strike, and it's 0-1. Ethan Moore on the year came in with a .417 average and tied for the team lead with 7 RBIs. And another wild pitch. A runner will come home and a runner to second. Well, not the way you want to finish it here. That'll make it 9-2. You're still looking for those last 2 outs. Ethan Moore at the plate. Lee now at second base. Chase Keaton just scored the second run of the day for Murray State. The 1-1. Missed high. Has the sign. Hands right in front of the chin. 2-1 pitch way inside that time. Well, I know Coach Roop does not want to have to use any more pitching today. Got 2 more games tomorrow, 16 innings. A 3-1. Called a strike. It's 3-2. And the pitch. And there's a walk. Back-to-back walks by Piles. That's his second walk of the inning, 6th walk of the day.
Sage Hampton.
And that will prompt a visit from Coach Rubenthal. We'll take a little bit of a break here. 9-2 Apaches. We're in the 9th with 1 away. 2 on for Murray State. The batter coming to the plate is Sage Hampton, the right fielder. All right, we're back at it here. And this is Sage Hampton, the right fielder. 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch misses, low ball 1. Hampton struck out looking back in the 3rd inning. Lined out to right field in the 5th. And lined out to the shortstop to end the 7th. 1-0 pitch misses high and inside. 2-0. Solid strike there, and boy, you throw it back down behind the runner at first base. And Vega does a nice job of keeping that ball from going into right field. Two-1 with 1 away. Love to get a double play ball to end the game right here. And the pitch. Called a strike. 2-2. I think Coach Bjorling thought that was a little high. Kind of gristled at the home plate umpire there. 2-2 pitch coming up. Off the plate, and it's a full count. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Piles. 8 in the ball game for Tyler pitching, and now you're down to your last out. And there's a pinch hitter. It's going to be Juan Hernandez. He'll take over for Joey Trevino here in the 8th spot in the Aggie lineup. So with 2 on and 2 outs here in the 9th. Piles from the stretch. First pitch misses high and inside, ball 1. Well, it looks like you got another pinch hitter on deck. Should Hernandez reach here. Cyrus Campos. He's swinging a bat in the on-deck circle. There's a solid strike. So we'll see if Campos gets to the plate here. Noah Piles, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The freshman from Austin, 6'8", 250. Trying to close it out. The pitch. Just inside, boy. I'm sure now's the time to start squeezing it, but evidently it was inside. 2-1. 2 out, 2 on. Piles has the sign. He's working at a good pace. That missed high. Now it's 3-1. Hernandez, a left-handed pinch hitter. And Campos, waiting on deck, is also a left-handed pinch hitter. We're at the 8th spot in the Murray State lineup. We've only been able to muster 2 hits. Same guy's got both of them. Chase Keaton in the 3 spot. Doubled in the 4th, singled in the 9th. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. So this is Cyrus Campos, another pinch hitter.
26, Cyrus Campos.
He is a freshman from Grapevine, Texas, and that is going to be all for Noah Piles. His 3rd walk of the inning. That's going to be 7 walks for Apache pitching, and we'll let you know who the new arm is when we return. It's 9-2 Apaches, and you got bases loaded with 2 away. Well, the new pitcher is Tom Simmons, 6'4", 205, right-handed freshman out of Canberra, Australia. Hope Mr. Rupert's still watching. And checked in on the live chat feature. For Tom Simmons, going to be outing number 2 of the year. Comes in with 1 1/3 innings pitched. Has struck out 3, has walked 1, has not given up an earned run. 2nd outing of the year for Tom Simmons, the Marist transfer. Bases are going to be loaded with Aggies with 2 away here in the 9th. Apaches hold on to a 7-run advantage. Apaches trying to go to 4-1 on the year. Murray State going to scrap and claw here until the very end. Simmons going to go from the stretch. First pitch. Misses off the plate, ball 1. Well, it's never a fun thing to come in with the bases loaded, but you got 2 outs. Next pitch is in there, and it's 1-1. All right, Mr. Sestito is checking in. He'll be there in person tomorrow. Appreciate you doing that. Here's the 1-1 from Simmons. In there for a strike. It's 1-2. You got a left-handed batting pinch hitter, Cyrus Campos. First at bat of the day for him. And so, I don't know if Coach Bjorling didn't like the call, I think, on the pitch. But now you're down to your last strike. Simmons from the stretch. The 1-2. Strike 3 called. He froze him on the breaking pitch. How do you like that coming off the bench? Got to look at that on a 1-2 breaking pitch. So first strikeout for Simmons, strikeout number 9 for the Apache pitchers, and that will do it. So the Aggies do get 1 run in the 9th. They leave them loaded, but not quite enough here in the last inning. We'll wrap this one up and get you ready for tomorrow. Scoring started back in the 2nd inning as TJC scored a single run on a base hit by Tyler Lindweber that scored Mike Schrabb. It was 1-0 Apaches, and it was 1-0 until the 4th inning. Murray State tied it. We were tied at 1 after 3.5. They tied it in the 4th inning. A hit batter and a double, and then a routine grounder by Cody Moore, and we were tied at 1 as we went to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Apaches answered with a run of their own on a safety squeeze off the bat of Luke Johnson that scored Mike Schrabb, and at that point it was 2-1. It was 2-1 until the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th, the Apaches erupt for 4 runs in the inning, the big hit being a double, and it was all with 2 outs. Alec Williams had an RBI single. Dalton Davis had an RBI single, and then the big RBI double, 2 RBI double by Heath Hood. And the Apaches plate 4 runs and extend a 2-1 lead to 6-1. They put on another run in the 7th, made it 7-1, and 2 more in the 8th made it 9-1. Murray State was able to tack on 1 run in the 9th, but it wasn't going to be enough. And your final score is Tyler 9 and Murray State 2. Your final line score, Tyler 9 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Murray State 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. Let's see here. Game's going to be 3 hours and 7 minutes long. And the winning pitcher is going to be, let's see, it was tied at 1. It's going to be Caleb Putnam. And so Putnam will get his first win of the year. That'll take his record to 1-0. Losing pitcher is going to be Tim O'Connor, and his record will drop to 1-1. He was 1-0 coming in. And for the Tyler pitching staff, they used 5 different arms. It was Putnam for the first 6 innings. Then it was Zach Williams in the 7th, Jason Gonzalez in the 8th, Noah Piles in the 9th, and then Tom Simmons got the last out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. So that'll wrap things up for game 1 of this 3-game set. This win will give the Apaches an overall record of 4-1. The loss will drop the Murray State Aggies to 2-3 on this season. These 2 squads will do battle again tomorrow at 2:30 in the afternoon. We'll try to get on the air probably about 2:15, and we'll try to get some pregame interviews with the coaches. There's some activities here before the ball game, and so hopefully we'll be able to start on time at 2:30. But we'll try to get you going on the play-by-play up here as I can, and at some point I'm going to have to vacate the chair and head across town to cover game 2 for UT Tyler and San Angelo State. So that'll wrap things up for game one. Again, the Apaches, a great start from Caleb Putnam, and a big 4-run 6th inning actually was the big difference in this one. The big hit being the 2 singles by Davis and Williams, and also a 2-out double off the bat of Heath Hood. So until tomorrow, for the whole athletic department at Tyler Junior College, that includes Mr. Kevin Vest, who was out here today, Captain Chuck Smith, who was also out here today, Miss Kelsey Weeks, Assistant Athletic Director, she was out here today. Also, Miss Jordan Jones, she must be holding down the fort back at WAG Gym. Student Assistant Ed Atkins doing yeoman's work on the pitch count and the live stats for you. And then, of course, Matthew York and Robert Hines doing the PA and scoreboard up here, doing a great job for us, keeping me on my P's and Q's in the press box. So thanks for watching. I appreciate all the input on the live chat today. And I'm glad to see Mr. Simmons checking back in and got to see Tommy get that last out. Big hello and cheerio down under, as appreciate him checking in from the other side of the globe. That'll wrap things up. Thanks again for watching, and thanks be to God who gives us the victory through Jesus Christ our Lord. The Apaches win the opening game of a 3-game series by a score of 9-2. Until tomorrow about 2:15, this is Dr. John Gross signing off from Mike Carter Field. So long, everybody.